Welcome to another lesson on participles. You must be thinking what participles are. They are verbs, they are adjectives, they are perfect and progressive. Is there anything they can't do? If you're wondering what a participle does, you're not alone. But one thing is clear, that they have different jobs to do. These mighty verbs take many forms and can be tricky to master. If you're learning or teaching English, then understanding participles is indispensable, because adjectives and verb tense are language essentials. In this lesson, we'll learn about participles, their types, and then we'll talk about present participle in detail. Let's see how many types of participles are there. What is a participle? A participle is a word which is partly a verb and partly an adjective. That means it can do the job of a verb and adjective both. There are three types of participles: present participle, which ends at ing, past participle that usually ends at ed, d, t, en or n, and then we have perfect participle, which is a combination of present and past participle. You can see ing with the word have and then past participle. Combining the word having with the past participle of a word creates the perfect participle. Perfect participles demonstrate that an action was completed in the past. Participles have different jobs to do. They can be used to create verb tense. Example, I'm explaining the use of present participle. Here the word explaining is a present participle functioning as a verb, and it has been used with the be form am. Participles can function as adjectives too. Examples, I like shining stars, he ate the burnt toast. As adjective, a participle will answer the question what kind in relation to the noun. Let's apply this question on these two examples. What kind of stars? The answer we get is shining. What kind of toast? Burnt. So the words shining and burnt are participles which are functioning as adjectives here. Shining is present participle, whereas burnt is past participle. The third function of participle is that it can be used to create the passive voice. Look at the example. The room was cleaned by them. Here the word cleaned is past participle, and we use past participle in all the passive voice sentences. If we talk about the function of present participle, it is used to create verb tense. We use present participle in all continuous and perfect continuous tenses with the be form of the verb. Secondly, it is used as an adjective. Apart from being used as verb and as an adjective, present participle functions as a noun as well. And when it functions as a noun, it is called a gerund. Look at the example. Swimming is his favorite pastime. The word swimming is a verbal noun or a gerund over here. So you can see that this verb plus ing structure can perform different jobs. It can be used to create verb tense, it can be used as an adjective, and it can be used as a noun or as a gerund as well. You already know that present participles have an ing structure at the end. So you need to remember that they are formed by adding an ing with the base form of the verb. For instance, learn plus ing, learning. Sing plus ing, singing. Read plus ing, reading. So that's how the present participles are formed. You add ing with the base form of the verb. While making participles, most verbs add ing to the end without changing the spelling, but there are always some exceptions. There are certain spelling rules that we need to follow while making present participles. Rule number 1. When the verbs end in silent E, you'll drop the final E and add ing. So the word bake with ending silent E will convert into baking, bite into biting, and wake into waking. Rule number 2. If the verbs have a short stressed vowel sound, double the final consonant and then add ing. These words have short stressed vowel sounds. In the first two words, we have the short vowel sound I, and in the third one, we have a sound. We'll double the last consonant sound of all these words and add ing. So we have the participles swimming, sitting, and running. Rule number 3. When the verbs end in ie, change ie to y before adding ing. See the examples? the letters IE have been changed into Y in the words lying, dying, and tying. Rule number 4. Final consonant L after the vowel is always doubled in British and Canadian English, whereas it's not the case in American English. You can see in these examples the final consonant L has been doubled in the word traveling, cancelling, and doubling. Present participles appear in continuous or progressive tenses. They are used with the auxiliary verb to be to form the progressive or continuous tenses. The progressive tenses show an ongoing action in the present, past, and future time. Note the first example is of present continuous tense. They are watching TV at the moment. The word watching is the present participle and it has been used with the be form are over here. Next example is of past continuous tense where the be form is were, and we have the same present participle watching which has been made by combining the verb watch with ing. And in future continuous tense, present participle is used with the be form will be and shall be. Likewise, we use present participles in all the perfect continuous tenses. They have been talking for an hour, they had been talking for an hour, they will have been talking for an hour. In all these examples, the underlined words are the present participles. Present participles are often used as pure adjectives too. When used in this way, they are sometimes called participial adjectives. Here are some examples of present participles used as adjectives. As adjectives, they modify nouns or give information about the nouns. For example, what kind of water? Boiling. What kind of nature? Caring. Then we have the use of participle in sentences. A flying bird is more watchful than a sitting bird. The only thing that comes to a sleeping man is dreams. In these examples, the word flying, sitting, and sleeping are the present participles functioning as adjectives, and they are describing the nouns bird and man. The present participle has an active meaning when used as an adjective. For instance, if I say an exciting adventure, here the word exciting means one that excites, and the participle has been used in the active sense, while the past participle usually has a passive meaning. We'll discuss this further in the lesson about past participles. Many English verbs with ing form can function as adjectives. For example, amazing from the verb to amaze, boring from the verb to bore. Look at these examples. What an amazing view, it's beautiful. You must see this film, it's really interesting. I had a boring weekend, I didn't do anything. Her job is very tiring, she has to stay on her feet all day. So all the underlined words in these examples are the present participles, functioning as adjectives. Here are some mixed examples. You have to identify whether present participle has been used as a verb or as an adjective. Dark billowing clouds often precede a storm. What kind of clouds? Billowing. Describing a noun, so it's an adjective. He was trapped inside the burning house. Again adjective as it's describing the noun house. He will be driving all day. With the be form will be, so it's a verb. Many of his paintings show the setting sun. Sun is a noun and setting is describing the sun, so it's an adjective. It was raining when I got home, so it's a verb here. I was working on that report when she called. Again with the be form, so it's a present participle functioning as a verb. The lecture was very interesting. The word interesting is describing the noun lecture, so it's an adjective. This is practice time. Let's find out whether this ing structure has been used as an adjective or as a verb in these examples. Think of your own responses first and then you can see the answers as well. It is a pressing problem. Pressing is an adjective here. I was standing on the stairs when she called me. After the game, the losing team went home with no trophy. Losing is an adjective. She gave her a knowing smile. Knowing is an adjective here. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourself with it. So keep on enhancing your knowledge and keep on growing. Thank you so much for watching. Do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and share.